likely because it's technically food. If soy paste would work with it too, like for fasting, but I doubt it. Take it like
You just
miso
got to,
paste. I mean,
yeah, you got to find out what, again, do your research and just find out what's in it, and then see what people are saying if, if it breaks a fast. But again, get it from a few different people talking about it, not just one person that
yeah.
says, oh, it breaks it, and then you're going like that for your whole
Then one
life.
person goes, no.
And but then you might get, I usually look at three different views, I mean, usually when you start hearing the same common thought from two to three people, then there should be,
Mm-hmm.
there's usually some truth in that. But yeah,
Yeah.
man, I mean,
Yeah.
actually, I'll share with you guys my wife today for the first time, and she's been watching me, and she's been doing her own little intermediate fasting here and there. So today, for the first time, she did a 24 and a half hour fasting. So
Wow.
this is
Wow.
over
Nice.
a period of her doing it little by little, but she's seen she's seen what I've been doing, so she knows it's possible. But yeah, I mean, I get a lot of questions like, oh my God, how do you do it? I mean, I could never do it. When you already use the word never, you're done. That's it. If you're already
Mm-hmm.
telling yourself, oh, I can't. Oh my God, there's no way I could. You're right. There's no way you're gonna do it.
Mm-hmm.
But me,
Mm-hmm.
I knew I had to do something, bro. Hey guys, you might have seen me at this point around 300 pounds because I was
Mm-hmm.
heading in that direction. So I had to do something.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why this is very near and dear to me. So JMoody, man, thanks a lot for sharing that book and what you've read so far.
Now, there was one more thing because I noticed that we did talk about one conversation. Somebody was mentioning diabetes, diabetic.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That was me.
That okay, because I was so enthralled with trying to, because I have like 100 pages, like like little leaflets.
Mm-hmm.
So I was trying to pay attention as much as I possibly could of who was actually talking to me when I get in that zone. I
Good
get
luck.
so what Dr. Joel Furman was saying, because he covered all topics, man, he went in. Fasting can aid in recovery from diabetes. So if you got a moment, I could tell you about what he said.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's do
Yeah,
it.
go.
Fasting can play.
I'm recording this.
Good.
Oh, you are?
I'm gonna drop off. I gotta take care of something. But
Then-
make sure I get the links to what's her name? Anna something.
Angie K.
Yeah, you send me the links in
So
the
Jay
chat.
Moody's, send me links. Send me links
Okay.
of Angie K, of where people can contact her, and then I'll forward that to Hess.
Yeah, so we can put it in the description.
Yeah, you know what? I should totally know them by heart, but
It's okay.
I don't.
It's okay. Hey, we're all husbands. We know how that goes, man.
I don't even know my wife's phone number.
Yeah.
She's number 1 or 2. One is 911. So I don't know. If I lose my phone, I'm screwed.
Oh boy.
So all right, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.
All right, Hess, man. Yeah, good
Hess.
show, man.
All right, man. Thanks.
Take it easy.
So, so he's just gonna watch this later then?
Yeah. I'm recording it right now. So yeah, let's see.
So if I just read a couple lines here, he'll be able to get what it needs from it.
Yeah, and actually, GB was more curious. So yeah.
Yeah, because of my mom, she's every time she does me for a while, she'll need a little. She'll start feeling really faint, and she needs to have some orange juice with her every time she goes out because if she doesn't eat for like more than 2 to 3 hours, forget about it. She can have a little something with her. She starts to go down. Her blood sugar goes down.
Well, then you'll find this very interesting of what there's other things as well in people's diets. So fasting can aid in recovery from diabetes. That's the headline. Then it goes on to say fasting can play an important part in the recovery from adult onset diabetes. In fact, early in this country, many years before insulin was ever used to treat diabetics, fasting was used as an important therapeutic modality to prolong life in diabetic patients, believe it or not. It was reported at that time that even in severe cases of adult diabetes, the signs and symptoms of the disease resolve with fasting. Here's another big word, glycosira.
Like a
That's not,
yeah, like something like that. Yeah.
okay. And acidosis,
Acidosis, glycosyl acidosis. Yeah.
okay, resolved with recovery occurring even in the weak and immaculated patients. Okay, yeah, that's another big word. In these early studies on fasting done at the hospital of the Rockefeller Institute for Medical Research in New York, the physicians employing this therapy noted that fasting has not appeared harmful even in these few cases. And it's getting to the point here where it has not been successful. So there's been a couple of cases where it hasn't, but
yeah, like I said before, it all depends on each person, especially what type of diabetes they have and things like that. Because if you don't either make any insulin or your blood sugar just spikes up too much or too low, it depends, if you can do it or not.
Now this is where it gets interesting. It's saying something about fats. It's a huge thing with so even in these early investigations, the importance of keeping the patient permanently below weight after the fast, and the importance of restricting the quantity of fat in the diet to maintain the benefit gained from the fast were repeatedly emphasized. The authors stated anyone can readily convince himself that in a suitably severe diabetic who is symptom-free for days or weeks after a fast and on a fixed diet, the addition of some quantity of butter or olive oil to the diet will bring back the glycosira catanura, whatever, and other symptoms immediately or within a short time. Unfortunately, now that physicians are able to control these symptoms with drugs, these perils of knowledge gleaned by researchers from the days when no drugs were available are largely ignored. So it goes on and on and on and on and on. But
yeah.
Now, but also fasting to lose weight without changing your diet is pointless on page 184. So since 70% of our population is overweight, why isn't an entire chapter of this book devoted to obesity? Yada, yada, yada. And
the
then
foods that we eat.
It really is, bro.
Yeah.
And last
trust
but
me,
not least,
even though I became vegan because I cannot no longer be,
that was my next thing that I was going to tell you. Vegan.
Yeah.
You
It's
started.
crazy. But yeah, so I became vegan because I wanted to try it out, but then because I wanted to see it. Because first off, I became lactose intolerant, but I say
Okay.
that, but in reality, I've had lactate pills and lactose-free milk, and I still had the same issues. So
Okay.
I became vegan, believe it or not, in 2017, the week before Thanksgiving. And the first week that I did it, for some reason, I didn't feel like I wanted sugar. I didn't crave sugar like I used to and stuff like that. Then I had Thanksgiving, and the only thing I was able to eat was the ham because everything had butter in it, even the veggies. So I was like, I have some ham. 2 hours later, I was just craving to eat, other stuff. But then I went back, and I noticed after I stopped that um, I had some cake that my mom made and had eggs in it, and it gave me the same symptoms
Uh-oh.
as eating milk. Then I had because my uncle asked me to. Oh man, I did a pork shoulder and stuff. I can have some. I'm like, okay. 15 minutes after eating that, straight to the bathroom. And even I had some. It was a few weeks ago. No, like over a month ago. I had some fries from KFC, and I said,
Oh,
let's see if they actually because they some places they have their own plant free and I'm sorry, not plant free, plant based meats or chickens, but the thing is that they cater more to vegetarians and not vegans, so they fry everything in the same oil as the other meats, as the chickens and
yeah.
stuff. So when I ate the fries, oof, I got so sick, but after 2019, my twin brother passed away. I actually got these books on how to reverse heart disease because he had that. He also has sleep apnea, which I actually have now, which I guess I've had before for years, and that's causing my blood pressure to go up because my red blood cells are getting high, so it thickens my blood. So I'm still waiting on a sleep study to get the machine. But main thing is I have to lose weight. So being healthy weight is what you should be. People should be, because being overweight, no matter what people say, is really not healthy for you at all. Um, and so I'm actually trying. Well, I did it for about a month. I'm trying to get back to it because it's kind of hard. It's a lot of food prepping. With that food, it's called an SOS-free whole foods plant-based diet, which means no salt, no sugar, no oil. Oil has a lot of calories, it's very calorie dense, and everything you eat has to be, not processed food. If you're gonna have vegetables, you have vegetables, but it's not like in a can, or you're not gonna have a vegan burger because it's still processed. Even though some use gluten, it's called seitan, which is vital wheat gluten, which I'm not too fond of the taste and all. Or
Okay.
others like Beyond Burger, Impossible, which use vegetable textured proteins like pea proteins and stuff. Those taste pretty good, and some of them, like the way you season it you can't even tell. Because I've made some stuff and I've fooled some people, and they're like, "Oh, that's crazy," but also that's also processed and it has a lot of oils and stuff like that, and depending how you season it. So I've actually lost about, I mean, I gained some of it back because I had to go back to doing it, but I've lost 15 pounds in 1 month just eating. And people telling me, "You're eating so many carbs." I'm like, I'm having brown. Oh, that's another thing. You can't have white rice or white bread. It's got to be whole wheat or brown rice, stuff like that, because it's in its natural form. It's not taken out. It doesn't have any, vitamins, put in, because with brown rice, when you take that cover off, now it's just like you're just spiking up your blood sugar, when the fiber that's on top of it is supposed to help you regulate it and helps you lose weight, and because it's fiber, it's good for
Mhm.
you. So it's a lot of stuff to look at. I mean, I've seen a lot of videos. I've done a lot of well, not a lot of it, but some few meals that they made. Like I said, it's a lot of work, to prep stuff. I mean, I have to learn how to food prep, but it's, if you can get into it and just do it, it'll be great for you. And it's supposed to reverse diabetes. It's supposed to help you reverse heart disease. It also, I'm not gonna say it cures cancer, but it can help with that, or help, not get cancer. Because there's documentaries saying that a lot of sugar, meats, and stuff like that actually cause cancer, and they're showing it in the diabetic associations, that, oh yeah, eat this as a healthy diet, but that also causes what you have. you know, but it's so hard to do that or to get out of it, especially when you're used to eating that way for so long, you know, and especially making quick meals, it's hard to do. So when you have to sit, you have to be there and start making everything from scratch. You know, some people get too tired of doing it all the time.
Well, this is wonderful that you're talking about a vegan diet, because this guy, he leans very heavily on the vegan diet, and I can actually tell.
Tell that too, Hess. He loves vegan diets.
This guy, he goes on page 37, excess fats promote cancer, while plant nutritions protect us. And then sliding right over to page 40, basically he's explaining how basically you know, people are asking, well, how are you going to get your proteins? You know, yeah, you're being healthy, yada yada yada.
Oh, there's tons of protein.
That's what he's saying.
Yeah, because the way and I want to say they're lobbied. The way we're taught is, you know, especially when you're a chef, what protein they're going to use. Oh, I'm going to use seafood or chicken or pork. If they tell me that, I can say soy, beans, spinach, you know, add some nuts, do whatever, you know, lentils. There's protein in that, and most of it's more protein than even meat. I'm not trying to like push veganism or whatever, but these are the facts. You know, so if people want to know that, you know, you want more protein, instead of eating just a piece of chicken, add some other stuff on top of it, you know, and add, you know, more protein that way too. If you're not going to go that way, just add more plant-based products to your meals and things like that. But yeah,
you know what, I think this would be an absolute wonderful book for you, because I think this would be right up your alley. Mm-hmm. Not saying because of what it says, fasting. Forget what it. Here we go.
Yeah. Eating for health. Yeah,
eating for health. It's just that he put fasting into it.
Yeah.
But
and I will say this. So I forgot who said it, but there's a quote that I like. Let food be thy medicine.
Yeah, bro. I love it.
If you eat healthy, it's like you are what you eat. If you put crap in your body, you're gonna
then you're crap.
Act and feel like crap. You know. Yeah. So if you eat healthy and clean, which a lot of people say they do, they say I feel amazing. And now since I eat less processed foods, now when I eat, let's say if I had like Chinese food the other day. Yeah. Man, I did not feel good at all. I felt like disgusting, grossed out. I feel all the oils coming out. I could taste how much more salt was in it. And I was like, I'm not used to eating this way anymore. So your body does tend to lean towards wanting to eat fresh, but I'm still not there yet. I have it once in a while as a treat, but besides that, I always eat, healthier or more plant-based. And now I'm trying to learn because of other people I see on YouTube that even Dr. Esselstyn, potatoes, even regular potatoes. You can eat potatoes, season them up, put them in I love my air fryer, by the way. Put them in the air fryer, do this, cook them, whatever. Yeah. Oh, I love it. So quick. That's the thing I love about it. So quick. And you can eat the potatoes, feel satiated, and you're still losing weight because people go, oh, you're eating carbs. But that's not the carbs. Those are the carbs you should be eating, not the other stuff that spikes up your blood sugar and does all this other stuff. That's why when people go in keto diets, which, they're not eating any sugars or anything like that, they're basically going in ketosis. But the problem with the diet is that a lot of people still put a lot of processed foods, a lot of oil, high fats, and it's what's killing them. And they don't even know that,
Yeah. And there's a section here about improper fasts or improper dieting, which is actually leading to death. That was another. When I tell you, he covered it all, man. Like
trust me,
this is like a must-have.
It's like I'm the best nutritionist in the world. They just can't follow it. I'm trying. I'm getting there. And once I can get my CPAP machine and I have more energy, I'm actually gonna start working out because most of the time I just don't have the energy because I'm not getting enough oxygen.
You know what, man? I'm gonna go grab something real quick. I'm gonna show you what I use, and
yeah, I was trying to. Yeah, I'll tell you something when you get back too.
So we gotta let JFEW know that you know not to be such a pussy. Just take 2 aspirins and freaking continue the day.
okay.
Oh, and one more thing. I heard a quote. It is a comedy quote. What's that?
It's about 5 foot long, and it's about a 30 to 40 pound rubber band, and you can put that underneath of your foot, and you can do.
Yeah, you know what? I actually have some restraint stuff that I can use. I just have to do it. Like I said, I'm good at and all that. But I'm gonna tell you this funny quote that I heard.
Yeah.
Death is the #1 killer in the entire world. You know that?
Yeah.
When somebody said it like that, I was like, what? Wait, yeah, of course. Death is the #1 killer in the world.
I don't believe in that. He's lying.
Yeah, so funny because but yeah, yeah, it's just it's crazy that once you learn all this stuff, and like I said, I follow people on YouTube that do that stuff, and just to learn from them. Like I eat this thing now. I have it as breakfast sometimes, or I have it as a snack. They're called oat clusters. Basically,
those are so good.
Yeah, just chia seeds, oatmeal, ripe bananas, some cinnamon. I throw some raisins, and dates. Just blend them up, make them into patties, cook them up, and that's it. They taste great, and they're healthy. There's whole foods. There's nothing processed. So there's no sugar added. Natural sugar's there, but nothing added. That's outside of it, like the white sugars and stuff like that.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. GB. So from listening to everything that you said, I would like to share, because I care about you. You're in my circle of influence. So from everything that you've said, eating healthy, what to eat, having to prepare. So that's kind of a key right there that you mentioned about, preparing and putting things together for your next day's lunch or whatever it is.
Or whatever I'm making to go. When I eat dinner, okay, now I have to put it together.
Yeah.
That's another good thing about fasting. I don't have to do any of that.
That is what I'm going to talk to you about.
Yeah.
So, again, now I got a list here and I want to share it with you. I've shared it with a few people, but this is what this is notes that I've taken from a lot of the research that I did, in the first few months of fasting. Fasting is not recommended for people that are diabetic, children, over 70, pregnant, heart issues, eating disorder, low body mass index, chronic health conditions, and possibly some other ones. Again, this is my research. So of course it's always recommended to check with your doctor. So so that's one of the first things. So that's why when I do get questions about fasting, again, I'm not an expert. I'm an expert in me, but I'm not an expert in 100% of everything. So definitely do your research, and if you do have certain health conditions, the recommendation, again, it's up to you. The recommendation is, check with your doctor.
Yeah.
Now, when I started fasting, I didn't check with my doctor. I freaking just threw myself into it, and I was blessed that everything turned out fine. I didn't have, I guess, any major conditions where a day or two later, I'm suffering, from real starvation, like real starvation. But anyway, so the other thing is that, what, man, doing this fasting, and it's funny how after a few months, I would have this conversation with my wife, you know what? I'm saving a lot of money.
Mhm.
If I'm not eating for one 24-hour period, I just save 3 basic meals, and
Mhm.
I'm not spending money. Now,
Yeah.
when I started fasting, which was basically in the end of September, I mean, when I went to work, I would every single day in my book bag, I would take lunch. And at least for the previous 2 years, before I started fasting, I was always packing a salad. But I mean, I was calling it it's really a Bogy salad. I mean, it was delicious because I put ranch, shredded cheese, ham.
Oil.
So
Little bit of oil.
so it was a healthy but bogey type salad. So
It wasn't
anyway,
healthy.
so
But I will tell you this: a salad that people think of, like, oh, lettuce to cut it up, is not a salad. That's just lettuce. Vegan salads look a lot different. They have different vegetables. They throw in some chickpeas, some beans. They throw in some whatever. Like it's got to look colorful if they can.
yeah,
I don't eat like that because I just can't eat salad like that. I just get bored out of my mind. I have it on the side if I had something, but it does help with adding stuff to. It's like you say a salad, something like that is not. Oh, it's so to be healthy, but to add other stuff to your diet, like other nutrients you're missing out on. Like other type of vitamins you might not be getting just by eating, the way normal other people eat. But just
yeah,
adding that alone is good for you.
yeah. So when I started doing when I started doing the fasting, then of course, if I was doing a 24-hour, then of course I would not make a lunch.
Mm-hmm.
So as I got into my fasting, adventure, I was not making too many lunches for work anymore. And then I realized that let's say I finished a 3 or 4 day fasting, my 1 or 2 more days of work, I was like, nah, I'm not gonna make a salad. I'll just drink a bottle of water or something, for
Mm-hmm.
work. So you know what? All of a sudden, since I started fasting, I have not taken lunch ever again to work, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
fine with it. Even on my days off, and days off means I can eat whatever. When I
Mm-hmm.
go to work, I just keep on drinking my water because I really don't care about lunch anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Lunch is not a big deal anymore. I've taken that out of my equation. That
Yeah.
I don't need it. So anyway, so I guess my biggest point for you is, first of all, check your health condition. If you're in that, if you're outside of that category that can do it, or you
Oh
need
no,
to
I,
check
I could do it. Yeah, I just have
okay,
the sleep apnea that's causing my blood pressure to go up.
okay,
That's it, and that's
and
because I have to lose weight. But like I said, yeah, I'm not gonna be fasting to lose weight. I'm fasting for my health, and
good,
that's what
good,
that's the way it should be.
good,
What?
and fasting does have those actual two, attributes. Is is really health. But then because I heard this one guy on YouTube, I guess he was like really into health. He said you should never be doing fasting for losing weight. That's
Mm-hmm.
fine. And you know what? That's his opinion, and maybe he's more of a professional than me. But you know what? I have found the opposite, that it can be. So aside from knowing, because I know my body's going through some amazing changes over these last 5 months, there is no doubt in my mind. But the weight has been a primary decision maker for me.
Yeah,
So I wasn't thinking, oh, let me do this fasting so I can be healthier.
yeah.
No, I'm not gonna bullshit anybody. I wanted
Mm-hmm.
to lose weight, and it happened
Mm-hmm.
to be that this did help me. I just want to
Yeah.
mention we got about 3 minutes left, and then
Okay.
this thing's gonna cut off, man. But
Yeah.
yo, this is a great conversation, man. Look at
Yeah.
that. We're talking another 35 minutes about it.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that, like, some people will just try to fast as long as they can till they get to their weight, and some people won't do it right. You did it. You did it to lose weight, but you did it the right way, and you see the benefits. But you didn't do it like some people would try to, like, oh God, I gotta lose weight. I'm just gonna stop eating and starve myself. And like, nah, you're doing it wrong.
Exactly. So
What?
hey, JMoody. So listen, man. One of these episodes, man. We're gonna invite you back.
Okay.
And or you could join us anytime, man. If there's a Saturday that you're free, you let me know. We're always gonna be doing something, man. We're getting together and just talking about anything, man. And look, today we just out of the blue came up with the fasting. So that wasn't even planned, but look at what amazing conversation we had about it.
Oh, absolutely.
But yeah, man, thank you so much for your contribution. You know, I really enjoyed it. And yeah, man, if you ever come up with something and you're like, yo, hey, Bogy, man, you think on one of your episodes I could talk about sneakers or whatever, whatever's tickling your fancy. Yo, hey, bring it on, man. We're gonna have fun with this thing, man.
Okay.
All right, fellas.
All right,
Yo,
guys.
so this was awesome, man. Thank you so much, man. And we'll be chatting on another episode. And remember, let's see, Hess should be putting out this episode in 2 parts. Should be premiering live tomorrow at 9 p.m. So every Sunday at 9 p.m. The episodes come out on our YouTube page. All right.
Perfect.
Awesome.
All right, fellas. So great conversation, man. Have a good night. Stay
You
safe.
too, guys. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Peace.
Bye.